Backstage at US Bank Stadium with our pal Gavin Adcock. It is night 2 of the Still the Problem tour. It'll be his second time opening on the tour. He opened last night. Gavin, how are you doing today?
Doing real good. Got a little rest from last night. I'm gonna do it again.
You lit the stage up yesterday.
Yeah, it was. We played a handful with them last year, like 6, and we're on 14 or 16 this year. And that was the best crowd we ever played with Morgan. So
we were outside yesterday. We interviewed like the first people in line, in the morning.
Yeah.
And every single person, I'd be like, after Morgan, what are you excited for? Every person said Gavin Adcock.
Hell yeah.
Without even thinking. They were just like, we haven't seen him yet, or like they just, they'd heard about the show.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You got that like legend that follows you everywhere.
Hell yeah.
Now, since you did this last year, I feel like you're bringing something to the maybe Vincent and other people that didn't get to do the stadium before can. Like, how to work the floor a little bit better.
Yeah, it was definitely a shock the first time we played the show because these are Morgan's fans.
Yeah.
So you're just doing the best you can to make them your fans as well. Mm-hmm. So the first time we went out there, it was a shock for everybody in the band. They're like, "Dang," because they like when the fans are responding. Mm-hmm. But I told them, I was like, "That's the best because they're not our fans yet, but when they leave, they're going to look us up." So I love playing for crowds that don't necessarily know us yet.
Absolutely. And this year, people seem to know who you are this year a little bit more.
Yeah, it was a lot better last night.
Now, sure. I do want to talk on, you played a new song yesterday.
Yeah, we played a brand new song. It's called Wannabe, coming out here in the next few weeks. And it's really going to be the first of many new songs rolling into a new album.
Okay.
And we're just going to be hitting them every 2 weeks.
Now, coming off the last project, like, what do you want to do with this set of songs?
I mean, we've got a pretty established set list. It's really hard to be taking songs off nowadays because they still perform really well and people still love them. So if we can just make these songs bigger than the last songs, so it's justifiable to take some of those off that I don't want to and be like, hopefully they love these more than they love the last ones.
You don't want to make another Old Farm Drive, but something that people love more.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. And that's funny you say that about Wannabe. The Old Farm Drive was probably like the last redneck song I let out. So I'm excited to let one out for all the rednecks out there for Wannabe.
I feel like people are waiting for it.
Yeah.
And it fits in really well in the set.
Yeah, thank you. It adds a cool dynamic, a little different than usual. Still rocks pretty hard.
Now I'm going to throw up a clip. We saw you 1 year ago today, actually, in Detroit, Michigan, at the film. Literally today, 1 year ago.
Yeah.
It's the last time we've been in the same room.
That's awesome.
That's pretty awesome. In that time, you've opened for Morgan. You finished the tour, put out a record. You put out a second record, basically, put out the compilation. Yeah. Now we got this, and you just announced your first arena tour. What would you say is the thing you're most proud of in the last 12 months?
Just playing for all these fans, really. My favorite part of all this is the shows. The studio gets frustrating sometimes. It's fun, but then it makes you want to hit your head against the wall because you just want it to be so perfect for everybody when it comes out. And then working social media, it's fun when it's doing good, but when it's like kind of dragging, it pisses you off. But I never have a bad time going out there for them fans.
Ooh, and you've taken some time off in the road the last few months, so like I was wondering how you're feeling getting back out there.
Oh, I was excited. I mean, you're on the road and you're like, gosh, I want to be home, and then you're at home and you're just eager to get back out with all the guys, hanging out. I mean, the whole crew gets along so good, so we just are all hanging out, having a good time, playing video games, drinking a little bit.
I imagine that you're the type of guy who, like, you're having a bad Tuesday. Like, there's 1,500 people that would show up to have a good time with me right now.
Heck yeah.
And you're having a bad Tuesday in Nashville or wherever you are.
Yeah, it's awesome to have the ability to do a pop-up show. And just be like, hey, we're going to play. And we're definitely going to have a pop-up show here in the next couple months. We got some cool stuff coming up.
Now, you just did this compilation record, which I love, but it got me to thinking, if you do more of them, kind of like a series, maybe other generations of country hits, is there like an 80s song Gavin Adcock wants to cover, a 90s song?
I mean, the thing about this record, it was from all people that had passed away.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of these songs were close to 50 years old. I mean, I think some of them were from like 60s and 70s. So I'm definitely thinking there's going to be a Country Never Dies 2 eventually. We hadn't necessarily started getting everybody together for that. We just let that one do its thing.
Yeah.
But here in the next couple of years, we'll definitely have that. There's so many good songs. I probably wouldn't want to put a bunch of them on Country Never Dies because that's just the goal of that is to do artists that have passed away.
I love it.
And so I would probably do some like other artists that haven't passed away. Like I love some old George Strait or some old Randy Travis. I love Randy Travis so much.
I was curious, since you put this project out, have you had other friends reach out and be like, why didn't you ask me to give you a song for this?
I mean, yeah, there was a bunch of people
Where they're like, they wanted you to do another. They're ready. They have their cover.
Yeah, we didn't ask any like really big artists to do it.
It felt very specific.
It was like my age and younger. And people that are just like up and coming. I just thought that would be really cool to have. And on the next one, we'll probably branch out and get a bunch of different people. But for this first one, I wanted it to be me, Hudson, Vincent, Braxton's, Ashley Cook, and then Shelby Stone. She's an artist from Oklahoma. She didn't have barely any following, but I loved her set at Born and Raised in Oklahoma, so I just wanted her to be on it.
Ooh, okay. Well, you do have this arena tour coming up at the end of the year.
Yeah.
What kind of surprises do you have in store for us? I've seen a lot of versions of your live show. I'm wondering how you make a arena headlining version of what I've seen in like small rooms.
Yeah, we had a video wall last year, and we had a company making us some videos for the songs, and I wasn't really loving it. So I just got a little drunk and stoned one day, and I was like, let's just make a 25-foot by 25-foot longhorn that smokes out the nose and smokes out the horns. It's gonna be right above the drums. New drum riser. The drummer's probably going to be like 15 feet in the air.
Man.
Big door underneath him, kick out from under, and then bringing up all these people that are going on tour with us on stage to sing something with us and writing with them. I'm excited about being on tour with all those guys. Jake and Braxton, Corey Kent, Tyler Nance, and the Creakers.
Oh, I feel like most of those artists need more attention, the Creakers especially.
Oh, yeah, they are awesome. I love them because they're so damn country.
Yeah, undeniably country.
They are backwoods of Kentucky country as hell.
Yeah, litmus. Like if you don't like the Creakers, I'm not sure you like country music.
Oh yeah, no, you don't. And they did a great version of Kentucky Bluebird. It was a little faster and a little more bluegrass, but that was one of my favorite ones on the whole record.
Man, I do love that. I want to ask you like one or two more things. I know you're short on time.
Oh, you good?
But as you're looking ahead to what you're doing next, the last few months, you always pride yourself on being a guy who puts out a lot of songs, more than one per month that you've been doing this. I hear you say this all the time. Last few months been a little bit more staggered in how often you're putting stuff out. With this new song coming out, is that starting? Are we revving back up to like every 6 weeks?
Yeah, I mean probably every 3 weeks.
I feel like it must be driving you crazy, like when there's this long stretch.
Yeah, it was. I love just keep the growth happening.
Yeah,
we went to Australia, and immediately the next week there was 3 cities in my top 15 cities from Australia.
Wow!
So that really helped keep the numbers and stuff strong. And I just know that if I just waited just a touch longer before I start letting them out, that people will be more eager to be back on it.
I've seen videos. This is a CMC Rocks, right? Is that what you played in Australia?
Yeah,
what was
awesome.
that like? It seemed like the crowd was on it, like really there for you.
I mean, it felt like a hometown show. I mean, you couldn't tell me that we weren't in the South playing a country festival. So it was insane, honestly. The flight sucked.
Yeah.
But Lawson had some illegal drug dealer get us a pill. We took a pill and slept the whole time.
That's a long flight. That's a good pill.
Oh yeah, it was I don't know, 15 hours. Yeah. When I say the name, just bleep it out. Oh yeah, Lawson was sitting about 3 seats over from me on the plane.
Okay.
And we're about to take back off to come back to America, and I throw a peanut M&M at him, and it kind of curves off to the left and it hits above this random dude, and it falls down his seat. And he calls the flight attendant over there. He said, "There's peanuts falling from the overhead bins." And Lawson's like, "This dude's stupid."
Oh man, I love that. All right, looking forward to the next couple of months. What's the thing you're most excited for? I feel like you could name literally about anything, but I'm always curious, like, what's got you excited? Or, a better question, is there anything that's got you anxious in the future? Like something that maybe you're, get a little nervous about? I wonder what makes Gavin nervous these days.
That's funny you say that. Thomas Rhett coming to me, we were about to go on stage last night. He said, "Man, you ain't never been nervous a day in your life." And I was like, "No, none." But just making sure these fans have all these songs. We've got the next record wrote. Just the studio work is so it really eats at me the most. It's just making that sound exactly how I want to, while also staying the fastest releasing person in country music. It's like the quality's got to stay there, and you got to keep on moving. But just me and my producer, he's probably somewhere mixing right now in this arena on his laptop.
Man, that is exciting to hear. Now, last night we saw you and Vincent Mason come out in your caddy outfits that US Bank Stadium left you. We got a great clip. Everyone's seen you by now, ripping your shirt open a little bit. I was curious. My only thought that whole time was, did you give Vincent any advice before running on stage? 'Cause I was like, he's probably not been around 20-foot flames.
Yeah, so
I saw his face the first time they went off, and he's kind of like, it was a little like, oh,
yeah,
those are warm.
I had the idea to wear the caddy suit, and I talked Vincent into it. And about 20 minutes before we went on, he said, Gavin, the first time Morgan Wallen's ever going to see me, I'm going to be wearing a damn caddy suit. And he was like, should I do this? I was like, yes, you've got to. I was like, I ain't doing out there without you. So I followed him around for about 15 minutes, make sure he didn't take it off, because he was thinking about it. He was like, I had my hat, my glasses on. He was like, I need some glasses or something. So we found him some to wear. But I was like, yeah, Morgan's going to do this. He's going to do this. Fire's going to go off. Be expecting this. When the down verse and chorus starts, he's going to sing it. Mm-hmm. Let him sing it. And then when the band comes back in, we all come in. Because it's crazy when you go out there. You don't want to, like, step on each other's toes when they're singing the parts.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to not do your part.
Yeah, you guys do a great job. Like last night, the people that haven't seen the show yet, the stage is different this year. It looks huge. From like the pit.
Yeah, it looks like a giant like arrow coming out. Last year it was like the MW, but yeah, it looks like a trident for sure.
Like I saw, like when you were on opposite ends, it looks like you're running 20 yards to get across to everybody on that stage. So the way you guys split up is beautiful.
Yeah, when the show started last night, my show, I had to run all the way from stage right. And by the time I got out there, I was out of breath. The first couple lines, I was like huffing for air. Yeah. And but we've been getting in the gym trying to get a little cardio going.
In your defense, I think I saw Thomas Rhett do the same thing. He came all the way down the end and was like, that's a long walk. It was like a verse and a chorus to get down here.
No doubt.
Well, Gavin, I love talking to you, buddy. It's been a long time since we hung out. I hope things go better for us. Last time we saw each other in Grand Rapids, we got home invaded that night, but we're not in Grand Rapids anymore. So
you told me after the show. That's crazy.
We had like one of the best nights of our life with you, and then we got home, and that night kids broke into our house and stole all of our stuff. But we still like, so every time I see that set list on our wall in my office, I'm like, that was like the best and worst night of our marriage up to that point.
Yeah.
So we're ready to make it better tonight, brother.
Heck yeah. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, man.